Remember the strawberry crunch cheesecake cones that were so popular like 3 or 4 years ago? I can't figure out why we stopped making these, but I'm gonna bring them back. Let's do it. Hi guys, it's Miss Bakes a Lot, and today we're gonna make the strawberry crunch cheesecake cones. I don't know if you guys remember, but those were popular a few years ago, and I have no idea why they became unpopular because they're delicious. So let's make them, you guys. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make our strawberry crumble, and we're gonna start out with 18 to 20 golden Oreos. I'm gonna do 20 because why not? Now I'm gonna put mine in a Ziploc and crush them up with my handy dandy meat mallet. You can do yours in a food processor, but I just don't like mine that small. So I'm just gonna beat mine up. Okay, so I did mine about like this. So not super fine like you would get in a food processor, but a little bit chunky. Okay, then you're gonna get yourself a 1/4 cup of melted butter and you're gonna pour it all over your Oreos. I like to do mine a little bit at a time just to make sure they all get coated while I'm stirring them. And then you're going to get yourself a 3-ounce box of strawberry jello. And you're going to put that in same way, little at a time. And I kind of don't use all of mine because it makes it really strong. I kind of taste it as I go. And literally this is it, you guys. You let it dry. And I know there are a few different ways to make this crumble, but this is my favorite way. This is what I think tastes literally the most like the strawberry Good Humor Crunch bars, the ice cream bars. Now I'm going to give this a taste before I add the rest. And another thing you can do, which I'm going to do, is add just a drop or two of pink food coloring. So there you go, you guys. I don't know if you can see that. Little pink, little white, little yellow flecks. Looks just like the stuff. There you go. We're going to let that dry out a little bit while we do our cones. And yeah, you guys, I did taste it. It's very, very strong strawberry, so I had a little bit left. I'm not going to put it in. All right, so I have some white chocolate chips here that I'm going to melt in the microwave. I don't know how much I'm going to need, so I'm probably going to melt the whole bag. Now, when you're melting your chocolate, if you're doing the whole thing like I am, I melted half a bag and then I got it melted. I started with 45 seconds and then did 30 seconds after that until it was melted. Then I poured the rest of the bag in and kept doing 30 seconds, actually 20 seconds after that until it was melted. So good and melted. I have these waffle cones. We have to paint chocolate on the inside of them. Otherwise, the cream cheese mixture will soften the waffle cone and make it soggy. So we need to paint a barrier of chocolate on the inside and freeze it before we put our cream cheese in. So I'm actually going to put a little bit in the bottom. And then use my brush and bring it up. Like that. We need our crumbles to stick, so we also need to paint some on the outside. So I put my crumbles in this little teeny cookie sheet. You can use a bigger cookie sheet or a paper plate or whatever, but we're just going to roll our thing in our crumbles. We want to leave the inside empty because obviously we're going to put cream cheese in it. And there you go. See, the inside is all well coated. The outside is all well coated. Okay, these are all done. I'm gonna go put these in the freezer. I'm gonna clean my mess and I will come back and show you how to make the cheesecake filling. Not only did I use the whole bag of white chocolate, I had to open another bag. So yeah, you're definitely gonna need more than one bag. So I wanna make a very sturdy cream cheese filling because I don't want when you bite into the cone for it to just come oozing out all over your lap. Okay, so we're going to make obviously a no-bake cream cheese filling. So I'm going to use 3 packages of cream cheese. Make sure it's softened. Otherwise, you're going to have a not very smooth filling. I'm going to start with 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar and see if I want any more after that. I think I probably will. But I'm just going to beat, for now, I'm going to beat my powdered sugar with my cream cheese to get it nice and smooth. And I'm going to use my whip. So once that's good and smooth, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla bean paste. If you only have vanilla extract, you can use that. And 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Give that a whisk. Get everything up from the bottom. That's it for that part. I'm going to taste it and see if I want any more sugar. I do want some more sugar, guys. I'm going to add another 1/4 cup and see where I'm at. I'm going to add another 1/4 cup. So far we're at 1 1/4 cup. Yeah, that's perfect. To stabilize this even further, we are going to add, I'm going to make some homemade whipped cream. I went and got my metal bowl and I chilled it. It's been in the freezer for about 10 minutes. Your whipped cream is always going to whip better for you if you chill your bowl. I don't always do it and it still works for me, but it works better if you do chill your bowl. So I did. So I'm going to use 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. And I'm going to sweeten my whipped cream. If your cream cheese mixture right now is where you want it, leave it. I'm going to make mine just a little bit sweeter, just a little bit. 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Looks like that's about what I got left here. Like 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla bean paste to it. 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. Whip the daylights out of it until it turns into whipped cream. I'd always start mine first. Give it a chance for everything to come together on low. And then I'll scrape it, make sure all the powdered sugar, everything's in there incorporated, and then I'll start whipping it on high. You can whip it on medium first so it doesn't fly all over, but we only have a cup in here, so usually it's 2 cups, so it should be fine. So I'm just gonna whip it. So I wanted stiff peaks on mine because we want a really stable cream cheese filling. So I'm at pretty stiff peaks here. I'm gonna stop so it doesn't turn into butter. Okay, so then we are very carefully going to fold our whipped cream mixture into our cream cheese mixture. Very carefully because we don't want to deflate our whipped cream. So very carefully, keep folding over top, under, cut through the middle, over, under, and then always make sure you go backwards too, because a lot of times when you go backwards, then you find a lot that wasn't mixed in. Now this part is optional. I'm not done folding yet. I, this morning, chopped up some strawberries really tiny. I diced them up and I dried them out. In fact, I've been drying them out for like 4 hours and they're still not dry. But since they're not dry and I don't want them to weep into my filling and make it wet, I am going to take a little bit of this instant clear gel. If you've seen my cinnamon roll recipe, or my vanilla cake reel, or my cinnamon roll reel, you might have bought this. And it's good for so many things, you guys. But I'm going to take it and sprinkle it over my strawberries to kind of dry them out a little bit. This probably would work pretty good with freeze-dried strawberries too, you guys, but I don't have any right now. So this is optional. You don't have to put strawberries in your filling. I just like to, because I got to be extra. I have to. And not many either, just enough where you get like a little strawberry in every bite. And so now I'm going to keep folding. The reason we want them kind of small too, well, the reason I want them kind of small, I want to pipe mine so they look pretty. And you don't want them to clog up your piping tip. Now, before I pipe these, I want to put this in the fridge for a little bit, or the freezer, to firm up. And the reason I didn't do my stabilized whipped cream for this, you guys, if you've seen my stabilized whipped cream recipe, is because I keep these in the freezer until I'm ready to serve them. Like, if I'm going to have a party, like, I'm not doing anything with these. I'm just making them for this video. I'm sure some people are going to see this video and be like, what are you doing with those? And they might take them off my hands. But so I'm just keeping mine in the freezer until we have a party. And then I will take them out of the freezer the night before and just put them in the fridge. So this is folded pretty good. I'm going to put mine in the fridge for about, actually I'm going to put mine in the freezer for about probably 20 minutes because I want to hurry up and get this done. So yeah, I'll be back in about 20 minutes. Okay, I have my things out of the freezer and I have my cheesecake filling out of the freezer. And it did firm up quite a bit. I'm going to give it a couple go rounds with my spatula. But I have my piping bag here. So you can see the strawberries going through it. All right, so I'm just going to fill. And then towards the end, I'm going to start swirling it like it's an ice cream cone. So if you don't have a holder, just get yourself a tall mug or a glass. Your filling is nice and firm, so you can just lay them down. I melted a little bit more white chocolate. I put it in a smaller piping bag. I'm just going to cut the very tip off. And I'm just going to drizzle it over. I'm going to go pop these back in the freezer. I'll bring them back when they're ready to show how cute they are. Okay, guys. There they are. Look how cute those are. I mean, so thank you for watching as usual. And if you guys make these, I would love to see them, of course. Have a great day, a great night, whenever you're watching this. Bye.